Okay po, good morning grade 10. So we will now have the second lesson po for the third grading period. And for these lessons po, or for this lesson po, magsisimula na po tayo na pumasok sa mga theorems that involves the different parts of the circle. Now, for lesson number 2, the first theorem is about the measure of the central angle and its intercepted arc. Now, before that, balikan muna natin yung meaning ng central angle. So, a central angle is an angle formed by two radii and its vertex is the center of the circle. So, in this example, sa circle na to, the central angle is the angle formed by this two radii at ang vertex niya ay yung mismong gitna ng circle. So, ito yung tinutukoy na central angle. Now, alam natin that all angles are measured in degrees. Okay po. Now, ano ba yung theorem na meron sa measure ng central angle and its intercepted arc? So, according to the first theorem, that this is located on your books din po. So, theorem number 1 states that the measure of the central angle is always equal to the measure of its intercepted arc. So, ano ba yung sinasabi ng theorem na yon? So, that theorem po is located on page 119 of your book. So, ano ba ibig sabihin nun? So, if this is a circle, if this is our given circle, notice po that there is a central angle po. Na ano ba yung central angle na tinutukoy natin na yon? So, ito po, di ba? This angle, yung angle po na yan na nabuo ay ano po? 'Di ba? Central angle yan. Bakit siya naging central angle? Ito ay radius. Ito ay radius din ng circle. Bakit sila naging radius? Kasi these are lines drawn or these are line segments drawn from the center of the circle to a point on the circle. And ito yung angle na nabuo nila. Now, ang sabi, kay theorem number 1, the measure of the central angle is always equal to the measure of its intercepted arc. And since sinabi sa atin na that they are equal, so ibig sabihin po, kung ano ang measure ng central angle, yun din ang measure ng ating intercepted arc. So if this is our central angle, kung iisipin nyo para siya yung slice ng pizza, di ba? Yung mismong gilid na yun ng pizza, yun yung central angle. Yun yung radius. Then, pag sinabing intercepted arc, is yung arc na nasakop ng dalawang dulo ng central angle. So, ano yung intercepted arc nitong angle na to? Ito pong arc na to. Diba? Again, ang arc is just a part of the circumference of the circle. And arcs are also measured in what? These are also measured in degrees. So, according to theorem number 1, kung ano daw ang measure ng central angle, parehas lang ng arc na na-intercept niya. So, if this angle measures 30 degrees, ano ang measure ng arc na katapat niya? So, that is equal. So, they are equal. So, this is also 30 degrees. Yun ang pang tatandaan. Kapag central angle, equal sa intercepted arc. Kung ano ang measure din po ng intercepted arc, siya ring equal na measure ng kanyang central angle. So let's have examples po. Okay po. Again, for theorem number 1, the measure of the central angle of a circle is equal to its intercepted arc. So in this example, we have here a central angle. Kasi central angle, kasi nga, di ba? Ang vertex niya ay nasa center and it is formed by two radii of the circle. Now, ano yung measure ng central angle? The central angle na to, di ba, it measures 40 degrees. And again, according to theorem number 1, di ba, ang measure ni central angle is always equal to its intercepted arc. And the intercepted arc in here is denoted by x. Diba? Kung ito ay 40 degrees at ito ang kanyang intercepted arc, by theorem number 1, what is the value of x? So the value of x is, by theorem number 1, so x is also equal to 40 degrees. So itong x po na to, itong arc ay 40 degrees. Dahil kasi nga, the measure is always equal. So ito naman po, ang given dito, measure ng central angle, ang hinahanap is the intercepted arc. Now, balik na rin natin. In this example naman, the given measure is the measure of the intercepted arc. And this arc daw measures how much? This arc measures 70 degrees. Tama po. Ang hinahanap natin is the value of x. And the value of x, it is the measure of the central angle na nag-intercept kay 70 degrees na intercepted arc. So again, according to theorem number 1, the measure of the central angle of a circle is always equal to its intercepted arc. So if the intercepted arc measures 70 degrees, so therefore, the measure of the central angle nag-intercept sa kanya, which is denoted by x, will also be 70 degrees. Again, the measure of the central angle is always equal to its intercepted arc. So, importante po na malaman nyo muna kung central angle siya. So, kapag central angle yung given, then equal yun sa intercepted arc niya. Okay po? Let's have another example. Now, shown on the screen is a circle. Now, anong part ng circle yung present? Dun sa example natin. So, that is a diameter. Again, a diameter is a chord which divides the circle into two equal parts. Di ba po? So, if a diameter divides the circle into two equal parts, therefore, kung ang isang buong bilog, ano ang measure niya? Di ba, ang isang buong circle measures 360 degrees. If this diameter divides the circle into two equal parts, so therefore, anong nangyayari sa measure ng arcs? So kung 360 ang buo, so divided by 2, so therefore, etong measure ng arc na to ay ano? So this is 360 divided by 2, so this will be 180 degrees. Then the other side, since natin nga siya into two equal parts, so therefore, etong sa kabilang arc ay 180 degrees din. So, gagamitin po kasi natin yan sa susunod na example. Okay po, dito naman. Ano yung napapansin? Ito, dito sa circle na to, we have, again, this is a central angle of this circle. So, yung measure daw ng angle na to ay 35 degrees. Pero, ang kailangan po natin na makuha ng measure ng arc is this arc yung nasa kabilang side. And kung kukuhanin natin si theorem number 1, di ba dapat equal lang yung measure nito sa measure ng angle na to? Kaso hindi siya binigay. So, paano natin makukuha yon? So, dyan po papasok yung kanina na sa circle po na ito, let me change the color muna po ng aking pen. Sa circle na to, this segment is the diameter. So kung diameter yan, that means etong part ng arc na to, yung isang buong kalahati na to, is a semicircle. At ano ang measure ng semicircle? So yung buong yon ay 180 degrees. So, kung isang buong to ay 180 degrees, again, graded, kung yung isang buong to ay 180 degrees, ano yung pwede natin sila gawin para makuha natin yung measure ng angle na yon? Meron ba tayong pwede pang makuha ng measure ng arc? Meron. 'Di ba? Theorem number 1. 35 degrees to. So therefore, anong measure ng arc na katapat niya? Theorem number 1, they are always equal. So ito ay 35 degrees din. Oh, meron tayong 180 daw yung buo, pero tong kapiranggot na to ay 35. That means, ano yung gagawin natin para makuha natin yung natitira? So, ima-minus natin sa 180 degrees. So, therefore, we have in here 180 degrees minus 35 degrees. Again, bakit mo siya minus? 180 degrees, this is the measure of a semicircle. Yung measure po nung arc, nung buong kalahati na to. Nakikita niyo po yung mouse pointer ko? Yung kalahati po na yan. Then, kaya minus si 35, ito po yun, yung measure ng arc na yun, saan nanggaling to 35? Ito po, equal sila. Diba? Kasi theorem number 1. So, kapag minus ko sa 180 yung maliit na to, so ano yung matitira? So, matitira natin is the measure or the value of x, and 180 degrees minus 35 degrees will give you 145 degrees. So therefore, the value of x is 145 degrees. So therefore, this x, itong arc na to, measures 145 degrees. Okay po, balik na rin naman natin sa kabila. In this next example, ito na yung given. Ang given sa atin ay yung measure nung isang arc. So nakikita naman natin that this measures 50 degrees. Ang kailangan natin makuha is the measure of this angle. So, ibig sabihin, para makuha natin yung measure ng central angle na to, kailangan natin makuha yung measure ng arc na katapat niya. And yung measure ng arc na katapat niya ay hindi naman sa ating binigay. Diba? Kasi equal lang sila kung anong measure ng x, hindi yung measure nito. So, parehas lang sila, diba? Parehas yung value nila. So, paano natin makukuha to? So, again, this segment, itong habang to, is a chord na dumaan sa center ng circle. So, therefore, it is a diameter. So, again, hinahati na naman nito yung circle into two equal parts. So, that means, from this point, kapag umikot ako hanggang makarating dito sa point na to, this is again 180 degrees. Kung 180 degrees yon, yung isang buo kasama yung 50, ano yung gagawin ko para makuha ko lang tong titira na to? So, katulad po kanina, that is 180 degrees minus 50 degrees. That is 130 degrees. So, yung measure ng arc will be 130 degrees. Yun yung x. So, therefore, again, theorem number 1, the measure of the central angle is always equal to its intercepted arc. And since they are equal, so therefore, the value of x is also 130 degrees. So that is our final answer. Okay po? Kaya sabi ko sa inyo, importante na malaman nyo kung paano mag-identify ng parts ng circle. Okay po. Oh, dito naman, ganun din. Paano ba to? Oh. Ano yung gagawin natin again? If this is 80 degrees, ano measure ng katapat na arc? This is also 80 degrees. Again, itong isang buo ay 180 degrees. So, anong gagawin para makuha yung kabila? So, we have, ima-minus na ulit, 180 degrees minus 80 degrees is equal to 100 degrees. So therefore, the value of x in this example the value of x, again, lumilipat. So the value of x in this example is 100 degrees. Okay po, so ganoon din. Ito ay 80, so yung katapat niya ay 80 din. Ito ay semicircle. So kung may 80 na ako dito, parang ilan na lang yung kulang para maging 180 na lang. 180 siya. So, ito ay 100 degrees. Okay po? Okay, I think this is the last example. Ito ay medyo mahaba. Oh, dito naman po, dalawa yung hinahanap. We have x is the measure of this angle and y is the measure of this arc. So, unahin mo natin si x. Diba? Para bago natin dapat malaman yung y. Now, dito sa example na to, we have, again, may diameter. So, therefore, hinahati na naman niya yung circle into two equal parts. Now, isang buo nito ay 180 degrees. Eh, meron akong 145. So, ano yung gagawin ko para makuha yung measure ng arc na to? Kasi di ba pag nakuha natin yung measure ng arc na to, makukuha na rin natin yung measure ng x. Kasi di ba they are always equal. So kung meron akong 180 degrees, anong gagawin na lang? I-minus. So we have 180 degrees minus 145 degrees. So that is equal to what? So again, 180 degrees minus 145 degrees. So this is equal to 35 degrees. So we have this arc is 35 degrees. So therefore, since equal yung value nung central angle niya, so this is also, so x is also 35 degrees. Next, yung sa y naman, gawin ko ulit red. So kung ito ay 42 degrees, so therefore, yung arc na katapat niya ay 42 degrees din kasi this is a central angle. So kung 42 degrees to, at yung isang buo ay 180, so ano gagawin natin para makuha yung natitira? So that is minus uli. So 180 degrees minus 42 degrees equals 138 degrees. So that is the value of y. So again po, tatandaan lang grade 10. Theorem number 1 states that the measure of the central angle is always equal to the measure of its intercepted arc. So kung ano man po ang measure ng central angle, then ang measure ng intercepted arc niya is the same. So if the central angle measures 55 degrees, then yung measure ng intercepted arc niya ay 55 degrees din. Kung ang measure ng intercepted arc ay 60 degrees, then ang measure ng central angle niya is also 60 degrees. Palagi po silang equal. Okay po? So, if you have questions po, drop your questions po sa comment sa discussion board para po masagot ko. Okay? That is all for today. So, thank you po grade 10 and have a good day.